Golf News RI presents the Golf Dudes Podcast. Here are the dudes. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of the Golf Dudes Podcast. Joe Calabra here, alongside, well, sort of, virtually, Rich Capaldi. Rich, how you doing today, buddy boy?
Not too bad. Leave for Florida tomorrow, so I'm in high spirits.
Your second vacation in 5 months. Very good, very good. It's not a bad life.
Yeah. It's not a bad life at all.
Yeah, exactly.
How's everything going with you?
Good. You know, it's a pretty good week. Nothing big in New England sports happened this week, right? There was no big like time football player got cut or something like that. It was pretty boring week, right? I think. Yeah,
no, we're good.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, boring week. Tour championship week. FedEx Cup on the line. Little Patriots news. We got a bunch of college football this weekend and tonight. 16 college football games tonight. Yeah, it's shaping up to be a great Labor Day weekend.
Absolutely. So we have a ton of stuff to get to. There's no shortage of topics in the world of golf, both on the PGA Tour and locally. The biggest one locally, actually we had two big stories today locally. One was Alpine offering the Fall for Free membership deal, which is something that people should take advantage of. And this other one, Newport National has unveiled plans for a brand new clubhouse and another 9-hole golf course. So they have a 27-hole facility at Newport National. They unveiled it within the last couple of days. They sent plans in. We put it up today. It's on almost 200 page views just today. So the plans are submitted. We have pictures of it on our website, golfnewsri.com. It's the brand new clubhouse. It's going to rival Newport Country Club as far as, the facility. And they're adding another 9 holes. It's going to be called the Vineyard Course to go along with the 18 holes that they already have. So big news out of Newport National.
All I have to say is it's about time.
And so Newport National, as people know, has been in the news recently. Actually, coming up in this September, they're actually hosting the U.S. Amateur Fall Ball qualifying, and then obviously, as we reported, it was also named one of the best value courses in the country. We got a lot of pushback on that. Apparently, people don't think that's the case, but we just report the news. But yeah, big news today out of Newport National. They're adding another 9 holes, so they're going to have a 27-hole facility, and they're building a brand new clubhouse. There's no word yet when all this is expected to be done. That hasn't been announced. I'm not even sure if they've started construction necessarily yet, but so big news out of Newport National. Then the other one that I mentioned right off the top was this is the time of season where fall deals are going to be coming out, fall membership deals. So we'll try to keep up with them as many as we can. Alpine was the first one, at least that I saw, and they are offering Fall for Free membership deal ahead of the 2022 season. So you sign up to be a member for 2022, and then you get the rest of this fall season for free. So what's that extra? Another month or two as far as golf goes, and then obviously I'm sure you get the amenities and everything with it. So not a terrible deal from Alpine, obviously, and so keep that in mind there as well. Also, the other big story that we covered yesterday, and I was at Warwick yesterday, is Derek Johnson wins the RI Senior Amateur. So congrats to him. He won it by 2 shots over a couple legends, Doc Perry, Paul Quigley, and PC basketball legend Joe Hassett. So it was fun to see those guys. And also congrats to Kurt Bray's own John O'Clair. He finished in a tie for 4th in the 2-day tournament. So congrats to him. So that's the plethora of local stuff, big news there from the last couple of days. Newport National, Alpine, and obviously the Senior Amateur, which I was there for a brief time yesterday. And they actually got it in. I couldn't believe it. So that's where we are locally. And then obviously we have some other stuff that we want to get to as well. The Kurt Bray Club Championship is tomorrow, or Saturday, excuse me. And then obviously we have a Celebrate Kurt Bray at 60. So, Rich, just your thoughts on, the membership deal is the membership deal, but the Newport National adding another course. And what does that do to the club? That's...
Not going to lie, Newport, I will give Newport National the title for probably best public fee course. I love that place. I don't necessarily play well there. I mean, it's on Newport, so you have a variety of different things. It could be dead still on the first 3 holes, and then it could be blowing 30 miles an hour in the next 3 holes, and then it could be raining on the next 3 holes. It's crazy out there. It's a great course, link style. Um, I love the first hole, severe dog leg right, nice little punch iron out to the right, and then a nice maybe like 9 iron in. One of my more favorite public fee courses in the state. Um, like I said, it's about damn time that they finally got rid of that trailer and actually made a clubhouse. We've been waiting for that for a long time, and I'm absolutely excited for them to build this. Would you say it's called the Vineyard Course? The extra 9 is going to be called the Vineyard Course.
Correct. That's what they're calling it. I mean, I'm assuming that's obviously the main name
Yeah.
of it, but yes.
I'm excited, especially with a course that a public course that has that much clout. I would say that much history of being a great course. They should have 3 9s. Absolutely. Like Granite Links does it. They set aside like a private 9 for the members, and then the public plays the 2 9 hole courses, and then they just randomly cycle through it every week. So that's going to be nice. It's going to keep all 27 holes fresh throughout the year, especially during like heat waves and droughts and stuff like that. So I'm very, very excited for that. I haven't played there in a long time, but I'm definitely excited.
Yeah, it's interesting that they're, obviously they've needed a clubhouse for a while, like you said, they had a trailer or something of that nature.
It was a spruced up trailer. It wasn't
Yeah.
your
No,
podunk trailer. It was a spruced up trailer, but that was one of the things that course was missing, especially for as high ranked as it was in the public golf world. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And I do think like a part of them probably looked at, what happened with Metacomet and how, they kind of went away and what's happening with Valley, whatever, the rumors are, but they are losing members. They did lose, 100 plus members. Do you think they looked at that
Yeah.
and they finally said, you know what, we have to do something. We have to do something here to stay relevant. Something unique. 27-hole course in Rhode Island is unique. There's not any other ones that I know
Absolutely,
of anyway.
yeah, absolutely. You're right. You're absolutely right. Yeah. There. I mean, I don't think there's. Is there any 27? I don't think there's any 27-hole courses
No.
in Rhode Island. Is there?
Not that I know of.
So yeah, that's gonna add to the stigma of them being one of the top public courses, pretty much in the Northeast. It's going to draw a lot more people. Like I said, the clubhouse, you'll actually be able to stay and eat, hang out, this and that, and who knows, they may add like a pool eventually, or whatever, tennis courts or whatever, and just make it a whole complex, which will be nice.
Absolutely. So we'll keep an eye on that as far as when the construction's happening again. If you want to see pictures of it, we actually have pictures on our website, golfnewsri.com, from the developers. We have pictures of the course or the layout of the course, anyways, and of a model of or replica, whatever you want to call it, of the clubhouse. And actually, the clubhouse actually looks amazing. It's humongous. So anyway, be sure to check those out on our website. I know there's membership deals going on. The other big news that's happening this week, which is really exciting, and we'll have more on this. We had an article on it today. We'll have more over the next few days as teams start playing, is the beginning of college golf season. It's super exciting. It starts this week. URI starts on Saturday. I talked to head coach Greg Burke this afternoon. It was a great conversation. I actually learned a lot about college golf and the processes of it and all that stuff. And then Oklahoma and Patrick Welch, they tee off tomorrow for their first tournament of the season. And where are they playing? Pebble Beach. So not the worst.
How you doing?
Not the worst place to start your season at.
Right? Guess what?
So,
your first swings of the season are going to be at Pebble Beach. Good luck.
Absolutely, exactly. So that's the college, and then Bryant starts, and obviously the other schools start as well. I'm actually tracking a number of schools this year. We're going to try to make Golf News RI your home for college golf coverage regarding the locals, obviously the local teams, but also the locals playing all over the country. I'm excited for Allison to kick off her season, her first college season this year with Columbia, and also obviously Davis Chatfield, Andrew O'Leary, and those guys at Notre Dame. In fact, I don't know if you saw it, but Notre Dame had a qualifying tournament a couple of days ago. We posted the results, and Andrew O'Leary actually beat Davis Chatfield by one shot to win the qualifier.
I did see that. I did see that. Let me cut you off real quick. I'm just seeing these renderings of the clubhouse at Newport National. That is awesome.
Right.
That is a beast. That is a beast of a clubhouse. Holy crap.
Yeah, it looks humongous.
Wow.
It's humongous. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
but anyways, I'm hoping. One thing I'm hoping about the college golf is that I hope that Golf Channel maybe, especially once the Ryder Cup dies down, I'm hoping Golf Channel will pick up a little bit more of these matches that these guys have, especially like in the off season and stuff like that when they travel to these tournaments in like warm weather states and stuff like that.
Mhm.
I would love to see Golf Channel pick up, or maybe even like CBS Sports Network too, pick up some of these tournaments that all these colleges are in. Notre Dame, oh my God, where did Victor Hovland go? And Ricky Fowler.
Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State. Thank you. All these guys. We're missing coverage of stud golfers. You know what I mean? I'm just hoping they pick up some more coverage on these tournaments that they have in the off season.
So actually, when you say that, actually, as far as Oklahoma goes, two of their tournaments in the fall season are televised. Are going to be televised. The Maridoe Collegiate, which is next week. That's a big tournament. And then the East Lake Cup. Oklahoma's back in the East Lake Cup. Obviously, Patrick won that last year.
Oh, nice.
So the East Lake Cup is in October. So those both are going to be televised on Golf Channel. Then obviously, the end of the year, they have the NCAA championships and all that stuff. And some of the schools actually stream the stuff on their own websites, but you have to sign up for it. So, but yeah, college golf season starts tomorrow for Oklahoma, Saturday for URI. And again, we'll have a full URI golf preview coming up on Saturday. We're going to have an Oklahoma preview, or Patrick Welsh preview, I guess, technically, coming up. Tomorrow is an interesting year for Patrick. He's a senior. This is it for him. And he hasn't been playing well. He didn't play well at the end of the last season. He was benched for the NCAA tournament. Didn't even play in the national championship. He was benched. So he didn't have a good summer, obviously. So it's an interesting year. Oklahoma obviously lost a couple of their big guys, including Quade Cummins. But they are bringing in this kid, Chris Gutterup, who is transferred to Oklahoma for his last year. Previously the Big Ten Player of the Year over at Rutgers, and now he's playing at Oklahoma. So they bring him in, and Oklahoma also has a top 3 recruiting class in the country. So I think
wow.
Yeah. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how Patrick plays this year. If he can kind of get it together, he is on the roster for this week's tournament, or at least for tomorrow anyway. I know that for certain, but we'll have a full preview on that. And then I think Notre Dame starts next week. Davis Chatfield and Andrew O'Leary, they're literally going to could carry that team all the way to to a national championship. Potentially Davis is in his last year, obviously. It's his 5th year. And Andrew, I think, is a senior, if I'm not mistaken. Andrew obviously won the RA Amateur in 2019. He made it to the final the last 2 years. So exciting stuff. Excited to get college golf underway. For URI, just to do local for a minute, their challenge is going to be replacing Chris Francoeur. Chris was their star player for the last 4 years. He's arguably one of the best. I don't even know if it's arguable. He's one of the best golfers to ever come out of URI. And he transferred. He left URI after 4 years. He's playing his 5th year now at Louisville for the Cardinals. So he's trying to go pro, and he's trying to play for a bigger program. So for URI, the challenge for them is going to be replacing Chris Francoeur. I talked to Greg Burke today, and he thinks they're going to be okay. They have this kid Bryson Thompson, who you may have seen, who won the Vermont Amateur a couple months ago. He's a junior now at URI, so Coach Burke said he's probably going to be their number 1. Then it's just going to be a matter of who fills in the spots behind them. So interesting stuff. I don't want to bore everybody with the college golf stuff. I'm excited about it, and hopefully we're going to try to cover it as much as possible and try to get as many results up as possible with the locals. And then obviously we haven't even mentioned Addie Douglas, who's playing for the Fairfield women's team, and obviously our girl Allison. It'll be fun to watch her play at Columbia this year. So and Golf Channel's gonna have some coverage, like I mentioned, and it'll be interesting to follow. But and again, some of these kids we saw at the Northeast Amateur, or a lot of them anyway. So that kind of makes it more fun when you've seen these kids play before. So that is kind of where we are On that, with some of that local stuff, what do you have coming up at Kings Crossing? Is there anything coming at Kings Crossing? Now they should be putting out a fall membership thing too, right? They usually do something like that, right? I'd imagine.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything yet. I know we have the big money the second big money member on the 25th. That's a Saturday, and then we have the end of the year turkey shoot in the first week of November, I think, and then we have the Ryder Cup versus Pinecrest. I think the first week in October. So we got three events left coming down the home stretch. Unfortunately, the golf season's almost over. Like I said in previous weeks, hopefully we can stay playing golf till at least the end of November, if not like maybe the first week in December. But yeah, got three big events left, and I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. Now, the other big story locally that was just kind of announced today, and we'll have more on this tomorrow, I'm hoping, is that Wannamoisett, famed Wannamoisett, is going under the knife. Major renovations begin on Tuesday, and then they're doing some bunker work. They're replacing all the bunkers. They're fixing up the course. They're try to get back to the top 50, I assume, in the world or whatever it was. But a major renovations coming from Wannamoisett, and I'm hoping tomorrow we'll have some exclusive insight as to what exactly they're doing, what they're fixing. I know some pictures have circulated. They've cut down a crap load of trees, and there's all trees lying across along the fence there if you drove by. So I know they took down a crap load of trees, and I'm hoping to. I've seen somebody get back to me, and then I'm hoping to have an exclusive insight into what exactly they're doing at Wannamoisett. Obviously, anytime you touch a course like that, whether it's Wannamoisett or a Newport, it's whenever those courses make renovations, it's a big deal. I think people will be fascinated to see what they're doing, and so I'm hoping that's what we're going to have for tomorrow. Big renovations at Wannamoisett going on, and I'm not sure how long it's going to take, obviously, but they're shutting down Tuesday, and they're going to work. So that's going to be something to watch as well. All right, the other thing I wanted to get to, and I actually have a quick video for those that didn't see my interview with Stan Baluk last week, last Friday morning. It went up on Saturday, I believe. We talked a little bit about Kirk Bray and about, obviously we talked about his whole life and stuff, and we got tons of comments on it, and everyone, he was really happy with it, and it was really cool. But he did talk about Kirk Bray, and obviously this week, Kirk Bray is celebrating their 60th anniversary. Sunday night we have a big gala, which I'm super excited for. I'm hoping that the tour championship is going to end in time so I can get a story up before I leave. If not, I'll try to do it from my phone. But I know you're in Florida, but I might need help just keeping track of things. But anyway,
I got you. I got you on that. Don't worry about it.
That wasn't the point of this conversation. But anyway, we're well, no, the point wasn't to talk about plans for getting the story up. I was just saying.
No, I got you. Don't worry about that. I'll got you.
But anyway, so this week is Kirk Bray's 60th anniversary, big gala Sunday night. So I talked with Stan last Friday. If you haven't seen the interview, you can see it on golfnewsri.com. He talks about the Providence Reds. He talks about being a professional golfer. He talks about growing up in Canada. And then he talks about, coming to Kirk Bray and what Kirk Bray was like when he first came here, because it was kind of a dump. And he still hit. It was. And people tell you
That's so funny.
And it wasn't a dump, but it wasn't what it is now. And so he talks about
not
that. So,
nearly what it was now.
No. So let's play a clip of this interview again. We'll promote the rest of the interview afterward, but let's hit the clip of Stan Baluk talk about Kirk Bray, what it was and what it is now, and more. Hit it.
What do you think?
Well, I came here in 1963, so I've been here 42 years as a PGA golf professional, and the other years I'm retired for 16 years. Still affiliated with Kirk Bray. It's a great club, it's come a long way from when I started. They've done a tremendous job here as far as the golf course, the clubhouse. It's a great, friendly and family club. Well,
I mean,
when I came here, it was, it needed a lot of help. It was, the fairways were all messed up. The greens were bad. Everything was really, and over the years, the club has improved tremendously. Really has. It's a very friendly club, and the amenities here are unbelievable. Swimming pool, we have everything here,
Mhm.
and that's about it.
Did you ever think that it would get to that point? Did you? When you
I
came
never
in?
thought it would be what it is today. I mean, the people that were in charge of it did a tremendous job here improving this golf course.
All right, that was my interview with Sam Bluk. Again, if you didn't see it, didn't watch the full thing, it's on golfnewsri.com. You can check it out. He talks about, we don't just talk about Kirkbride. It's not a Kirkbride fest. He talks about the Providence Reds. He talks about playing hockey against Gordie Howe. He talks about being called up to the Bruins, and he got paid $7,500. He thought he was a millionaire.
That's insane.
So
Absolutely crazy.
So it was a pretty cool thing. So if you want to see the full interview, again, it's on golfnewsri.com. But that was him kind of talking about Kirkbride at 60 and what it means to him. And he's been there for a million years. Like you said, he came here in '63, and he's still here. So anyway, I just figured I'd play that as a celebration of Kirkbride. And we also have our club championship this week. But do you have any? I know you come to Kirkbride all the time. It's your second home. But just did you have any thought? You have any thoughts on Kirkbride at 60? Obviously, listening to Stanley is amazing.
I did a little hat change for the
yeah,
boys over there.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I had it handy. I obviously have no words to describe the facility and the people that are there, especially the employees and the workers that are there. I show up to that place and they treat me like family. I show up. They have a drink. They have a drink waiting for me, or lunch, or anything like that. Your dad, your family, you guys have always treated me as like a pretty much like a member for the most part. Shout out to all my locker room attendants down in the locker room. They always have a locker waiting for me, no matter what the situation is. And I'm happy to be associated with all the members that are at the that are at that club. I've never ever I've been a regular there for what 6-7 years now, and I've never ever had a problem or anything like that. So I'm actually I'm a little sad that I'm not going to be able to attend the festivities because I'll be in Florida, but I hope you guys all have a great night on Sunday night.
And you even spend money there like a member too. It's amazing.
That's one of the reasons why, why pay a membership when I spend money like a member,
Absolutely. So that's Kirkbride at 60. I'm hoping to have a few more things to go along with it over the next couple of days if I have time to edit videos together. But anyway, hoping to do something cool for it. Obviously, Sunday night is going to be epic. I know there's a bunch of old members coming back. Some of them are flying in and all different things and fireworks. And
wow, nice.
The whole 9 yards. So it should be a pretty cool night. But that's Sunday night. We have the club championship on Saturday. Finally, Tommy McCormick against Mike Hamilton,
right.
36-hole final. So that'll be fun. We'll have coverage of that as well. It's got to be probably one of the last club championships played. Everybody else, I think, has already played the club championship. It's got to be pretty
for the
close
most part, absolutely. Yep.
It's got to be pretty close anyway, if it's not the last one. So finally, we're going to get that done. So Golf News will have full coverage of that. I still might try to stream some of it. We'll see what it looks like. But that is the thought there. And that is what we have on the local scene. I want to hit a commercial break quickly. And then I do want to get to the PGA Tour stuff. We can continue to talk about some college stuff as well, but I do want to get to the PGA Tour. Lots happening and lots of storylines that I think are interesting, not necessarily on the course, but off the course. And obviously a big storyline remains the Ryder Cup because captain's picks come after this tournament. So I'm not sure what the exact.
Just a little thing called the Tour Championship that we have this weekend as well.
Oh, yep, we'll talk about that as well. So I want to hit a commercial break. I want to reset some topics, and then we'll hit on the PGA Tour stuff. We'll hit on DeChambeau. I think is interesting. Cantlay, he's one of my new favorite golfers, and other things,
Nice.
and other things as well. So we'll do that PGA Tour stuff coming up, and that'll be right after the break. So stay tuned. Billy Andre joins the show. Billy, thanks so much for doing this, and we appreciate you taking the time.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm excited.
I'm very excited to be joined by an 11-time Emmy Award winner, and that is Armen Keteyian. Massachusetts Women's Amateur Champion Allison Paik.
The days of the country club just being golf and maybe one amenity are gone. Unfortunately, Metacomet doesn't have those.
He has a very rare condition called kyphoscoliotic Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. And at the time of diagnosis, there was only 60 documented cases in the world.
I mean, we legitimately played the last 4 holes at Newport National. You could not see 50 yards.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Golf Dudes podcast. Joe Calabro here. Rich Capelli taking a swig of whatever he's taking a swig of. Lord only knows. We have a busy show so far. We talked about Newport National and their stuff going on. Really exciting news down there for those golfers in that area. Really for anybody. We talked about Alpine. We talked about the pending renovations at Wannamoisa, which we're hoping to have more on either tomorrow or the next day. We'll have exclusive insight into the renovations at Wannamoisa. Like I said, anytime one of those courses gets renovated, Wannamoisa or even a Triggs or a Newport Country Club, it's always big news. So excited to talk about that, have something on that tomorrow. We talked a lot about college golf. College golf season begins tomorrow, and for URI on Saturday. So I'm excited for that. I've been studying all these rosters.
Really quick, Joe.
Yep.
You were at Warwick this week. How was that gem holding up down there?
I mean, the course looks amazing. I was there Saturday. I was there.
I saw the pictures. It looked awesome.
I was there. What day was I there? Was that Wednesday? Well, the day of the storm.
Tuesday.
Wednesday. It didn't rain. I was
Tuesday
there
or
Wednesday
Wednesday,
covering
yeah.
it, and it was cloudy.
Nice.
But I gotta tell you, despite the clouds, the views still don't suck.
The views don't suck. I saw that picture you posted. Yeah, I had to get that in there real quick.
The views still don't suck. It was a fun tournament to watch. I watched a few holes. The leaders didn't tee off until 2:00 in the afternoon. By the time they made the turn, it was already like 4:30. I would have been stuck down there all night. Would have got nothing done. I stayed for a couple holes and then I left. I was watching the 9th hole because I think that's one of the coolest par 3s in the state, with the two water ponds and then the water alongside. I don't know if I'm sure there are better par 3s in the state. Certainly Wannamoisa probably has something to say about that. But I think this is a cool par 3. In fact, it was crazy. So Joey Hassett, my buddy, PC legend, he was playing in the tournament. He was in contention, and he puts his tee shot. And they weren't playing from. I mean, obviously it's a senior amateur, but they were playing from the regular tees, obviously. And he puts his tee shot over the green, like way over the green, and it's all. And at Warwick, it's all shaved. Like there's no rough. You know what I mean? It's all like.
Yeah.
It's like fairway back there, and so he puts his tee shot over the green. He said he hit a 7-iron over the green. The ball keeps rolling, and he's way back. And again, it's not like rough back there. Like a Kirkbride, all that stuff would be rough. There, it's all like shaved down. And so he goes. So I'm watching it, and I said, "What the hell did you do from like back there?" Because the pin was in the back. It was like an impossible chip.
Yep.
And he putts it. He puts it from like 30 yards from the back of the green.
Nice.
He comes up short because the green is raised. I don't know if you see in my picture. The green is like raised up. So you have to go up like a steep hill to get the ball up there. And he didn't make it up the hill, but then he putted it again. He ended up miraculously saving 4 from no man's land in the back of the green.
I mean,
but it was
especially if you're going directly uphill, and then just to make it to the green, and then it slopes downwards back to front. I mean, it's virtually impossible to even get it within like 5-10 feet. You know what I mean? So I mean, I guess if you're in that situation, 4 is kind of like par. You know what I mean?
Oh, the fact that he made 4 was unbelievable. I was watching it with a friend of the show, John Bacon, because he was there watching John O'Clair. And Bacon goes, 5 is in play from there because he was way in the back. And
absolutely.
I couldn't believe
to make 4 is crazy.
And I couldn't believe he putted it number 1, and then he made 4. Was amazing. So anyway, that was a quick story from Warwick CC. But yeah, I mean, it looks obviously amazing. They said the greens were fast, but they weren't like unbearable. They thought they were probably running at like 10 or 11 on a stem meter.
That's not bad
for the tournament.
considering the amount of rain that we got. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was good. It was always, it's fun to go down there. But it's fun I wanted to make sure I went down there and saw some of the play, just to, 1, get pictures, and 2, show my face. So that was good. So I want to get into some PGA Tour stuff. Obviously, everything else is still on the table as well, if you want to get back into that. But I want to get into some PGA Tour stuff. So obviously, we have the Tour Championship. Patrick Cantlay is still in the lead.
Yep.
And I think, and this is your segment, so I don't want to take it all up, but I think there's a couple of interesting storylines, a couple of interesting leads that I want to just throw out, and you can kind of lead with whatever you want. You did a great job last week's PGA Tour segment, so I think one lead is the Bryson DeChambeau situation. It keeps getting more bizarre, and now it seems like the PGA Tour is overprotecting him. You can't yell Brooks here. Now I read on Golf Channel today that he's not going to be required to do press conferences or talk to the media. So that pissed me off because I'm a media person.
So bad.
So that pissed me off. And then I think that's a fascinating topic. The FedEx Cup playoffs in general are interesting. I still don't like the format. I think nobody else likes the format either, by the way. So we have that, and then the Ryder Cup situation. I think Phil Mickelson was named an assistant captain earlier this week, so that takes him out of play, thankfully. And our guy Eamon Lynch called for it, so Steve Stricker must have read Eamon's column. And then the other thing that's interesting is Patrick Reed. Obviously, I'm happy he's okay, but what does that mean for the Ryder Cup? And is it a bad look? I don't know if bad look is the right phrase, but is it a bad look? Again, is it a bad look for the FedEx Cup playoffs that Patrick Reed can sit out literally a month and then still make the Tour Championship? Now, the other part of it is obviously the other guy should have played. The other guy should have played better. So that's the obvious rebuttal. But it's just an odd look that he sat out for a month and he still makes the. And it wasn't like he was number 1 either. He was number 22. He fell to 27, and then he fell to 30. So anyway, those are my thoughts. I already took up most of your segment, but those are my kind of lead thoughts.
No, it's all good.
You go from there. What say you on the topic?
All right, so we'll do the Patrick Reed because it's the most current one. I don't with the way that the FedEx Cup playoffs are, the rankings are. I don't feel bad. Like if somebody can take a rest, which wasn't in his case, obviously he was sick. But if somebody thinks that they can make it inside the top 30 and not play, why not? I mean, it's it's wear and tear on your body, figuratively speaking. Obviously, golf isn't like a contact sport or anything like that. But if you think that you can skip an event or two and still make it to the Tour Championship, why the hell not? You know what I mean? Obviously, in his shoes, it was a different thing because he was dreadfully sick. Like he thought he was going to die. He had double pneumonia. He was in the hospital for like almost a week, if not like 8 days. Like you said we were talking in the pre-show that like they were telling him to like send text to his wife and his kids that this is really, really bad and something might happen. But anyways, if we're talking from a non like health perspective, if you think that you're going to make it into the either second round or the Tour Championship, why even play? To be honest, obviously a lot of these guys don't need money, really need the money or anything like that. But like, if you're not, I mean, if you think you're going to make it to the Tour Championship, why play? For what reason? Especially if you have the potential to play in the Ryder Cup too. You know what I mean? So why put that unnecessary like wear and tear on your body? You may as well just practice up until then. That's my take on that.
Yeah, and I understand that point. I just thought it was a weird look for the Tour where you have a guy sitting out for a month and he still gets in. I was talking from a Tour perspective, but again, obviously absolutely, I agree with you. the commented point is that everybody else in the fields should have played better. Obviously, like we get that. I just thought it was an odd thing.
Yep.
They pushed FedEx Cup points and FedEx Cup, and then I'm just going to take a month off and I'll see you guys at the Tour Championship. And he wasn't number one. That was the thing. He wasn't number one either.
Yeah,
that was the
exactly.
thing. He was number 22.
He
should have fallen
22,
off.
went to 27, and then went to 30. Absolutely.
He should have fallen off. It was just weird. That's all.
There was numerous tour pros. John Rahm being one of the biggest advocates for, like he said, this format sucks. It does not give the lower guys. We're talking maybe like the guys who are like over 75. We'll say 75 to like 120 to have any shot at this. Like the fact, like you said, that the other guys should have played better, but this format does not give like Cinderella stories any shot at all at making it past the second or the third round. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm going to end with that. I don't agree with the format. But then again, like you said, play a little bit better and you knock them out. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Now the other story is this goofball named Bryson DeChambeau. I'm kind of getting in love with him. And listen, he's good.
I don't know, dude. He played great last week. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying he didn't play.
He had to play a couple of screw ups, but he played awesome.
Well, the interesting thing is, though, I'm not saying that he didn't play bad. I'm just saying I'm getting annoyed with all that. Maybe it's not even his fault, really. I'm getting annoyed with all the stuff surrounding him. Now, the PGA Tour, Jay Monahan had a press conference on, was it Tuesday or Monday, whatever day it was? I know you texted me about it.
I think it was Tuesday, yeah. Yeah.
About how, if fans who yell Brooksy at Bryson are going to get thrown out and this stuff. And then today I read on Golf Channel.
Oh, dumb. Absolutely dumb.
Today I read on Golf Channel that they're not requiring him to talk to the press. Listen, you're a professional athlete. Part of your job is to talk to me, right? Part of your job is to talk to the media. Same with Simone Biles. Same with Osaka.
You're there.
Like, your job is to talk
exactly.
to the media.
Let's not get into that, please, because we're gonna get the woke mob against us. But
that's all right.
But yeah, I completely agree with you, especially for like we'll call it a business because we are a business now. A business like us where we're solely dependent on media stuff, i.e., press conferences and information that the tour gives, and guys like Iman and Golf Channel, all that. It sucks for us. Like, what do you mean this guy's not gonna talk to the press? It's his job. Like he's a professional athlete. You should have to talk to the press. Give your thoughts. Yeah. Sorry. Even if it's like I'm just here to show up so I don't get fined. The whole famous Marshawn Lynch line. At least you showed up and did something. Now the PGA, they're like, you're gonna kick fans out for like calling in Brooksy under the tour conduct policy. Like, what the hell are we doing here? I without getting too much into the state of the world today. I mean, it's like crybaby-ish. It's absolutely insane, the stuff that's going on right now.
Yeah, I'm just. I mean, again, maybe it's not even Bryson's fault. I'm sure it is because he kind of brings it on
I
himself.
don't think it was Bryson's fault. I don't really think it was Bryson's fault at all. I think that they don't want any of those hot mics catching any of the crowd stuff. Obviously, we've been to PGA events before. The liquor flows a little too freely, especially when you're having a great time, and stuff gets said, and they don't want their athletes, their golfers, to be saying stuff to fans on a hot mic. I'm almost positive that's what it is, because especially they want to capture the essence of the game. They want to capture Bryson talking to his caddy, Rory talking to his caddy, JT talking to his caddy about what kind of shots they're going to hit. Also, when you have mics that close to the players, you're going to catch the bad stuff too, and I don't think the tour wants that.
Yeah, well, I mean, they're just saying Brooksy. It's not like they're saying anything bad. But anyway, I think it's funny. They should ban.
I think it's hysterical. You kidding me?
They should ban the kids that yell mashed potatoes and get in the hole. I would like to see those kids thrown out too.
Thank you.
Because that annoys me too. So anyway, that was my little bone to pick with Bryson DeChambeau. Listen, he's still good for the game. I mean, he's changing the game, trying to change the game. And at the end of the day, we're content guys, and he's great for freaking content. So that's That's all I care about, really. But that's just annoying.
How about that thing we saw? How about that thing we saw? I sent it to you, but you had already seen it. So it's Brooks hates Bryson. Bryson
Ryder
hates
Cup.
Brooks.
Cantlay hates Bryson.
There was something.
Cantlay hates Bryson.
And everybody hates Patrick Reed.
Yeah. So with
that was great.
So,
that was insane.
So with that, we only have a few minutes left. Pat has a show after us, actually, believe it or not. Ryder Cup thoughts, captain's pick thoughts. What do you? I know you gave your captain's picks last year. Cantlay got in, not Finau. Does it change your thought process? What do you think about captain's picks?
I think you go Finau number 1 as the first captain's pick. You go Patrick Reed with the second captain's pick, and then I'm gonna shoot Zalatoris out, and I'm gonna add Harris English because he played his ass off today. Shut up, 4 under 66. He's tied for third right now, and I think he had a hole in one also today. So,
by the way, I think we both forgot this last week. Did you realize there are 6 captain's picks this year?
No, there's 6.
Yep, he's got 6 picks.
Oh wow,
6 make it, and 6 get in. I didn't. We both forgot it. Okay. We both forgot it last week. I completely.
Yeah.
So you get 6 picks
by us. Holy crap!
I mean, we keep track.
So you go Finau, Patrick Reed. I'm gonna go Harris English.
Zalatoris back in.
Zalatoris on the back end, absolutely. Kevin Na, he's putting the lights out of the ball. I saw a couple highlights from his round today. He played great. He's 6 under, 4 under for the tournament, tied for 8th. You also got to think about maybe like a Billy Horschel or something like that. He shot a 5 under, 65 today, tied for 10th. Also, you got to think about Scotty Scheffler too, 4 under, tied for 17th. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. You got Sam Burns tied for 21st. I mean, now that we know that there's 6, that actually switches things up for me a little bit. I mean, Jesus Christ, Stuart Sink, oldest guy in the field, tied for 26. He shot a 1 over.
There's some thought on Twitter from some other media members, all of whom we like, are that the first 4 guys after the top 6, so 7, 8, 9, 10. There's some thought that those 4 guys are locks for a captain's pick.
Okay. All right.
That's the thought. That's not like confirmed or anything. That's just what experts, quote unquote, are thinking. So
well, my whole thing was like when I said I wanted Kiz on the Ryder Cup team. He's a match play assassin, and he's been top either 5 or top 10 in putting for the past like 5 years. He's an assassin on the greens. He's an assassin in match play, but like we said, he didn't make the playoffs, so that's probably going to go against him a little bit. But you actually got the Stricker's got to take into fact that these guys' strengths and these guys' weaknesses too. So now that there's 6, I don't even know now. I'm looking at the leaderboard right now. I have no idea.
Well, we're gonna wrap up the show, but real quick before I do that, a little self-promotion. There you go.
Nice shirt.
The official Golf News Right T-shirt. If you want a T-shirt like this, you can check out the Pro Shop. You can get to the Pro Shop via our website. I'm going to sit back down now before someone watches and they're like, what the hell is this idiot doing? Anyway, if you want a T-shirt like this, they come in gray, white, and I think you can get a couple of other different colors, whatever. Obviously, with our logo, it only looks good on certain colors. But anyway, if you want a T-shirt like this, check out the Golf News Right Pro Shop. You can get there via our website and also the shop button on the top of our Facebook page. So we have T-shirts, we have sweatshirts, we have bucket hats, 2 different designs. We have mugs, pint glasses. My pint glass came in earlier this week. I did a post about it. So pretty cool stuff. So if you're looking for a Golf News or merch, we have that for you. Visit the Pro Shop. Quickly, just want to thank Links Drinks, who presents the show. Links Drinks, transfusion in a can. I'm sure you'll be drinking tons of transfusions down in Florida when you go. Keep Links Drinks in your mind. And so thank you to Links Drinks for being the presenting and sponsor of the Golf Dudes podcast. Lots going on this weekend, as we just talked about. College golf is underway. The Tour Championship is going on. We will have a story up as soon as the tour championship ends on Sunday night ish, as in some way, shape, or form, there will be a story up on golfnewsri.com. And then I'll go back and fix it later, add to it later. But there will be a story up on Sunday evening following the tour championship. So check with us immediately after the last putt drops. Again, some way, shape, or form, there will be a story there. And then college golf with URI preview running Saturday. I'm doing a Patrick Welch preview for tomorrow. And obviously the 60th anniversary of Kirkbride. So congrats to Kirkbride and looking forward to Sunday night. But Rich, have a good trip down to Florida. I know you're thinking you're going to do, you're thinking you're going to provide some photos and content from there. So looking forward to that. And we will talk to everybody next week. Next week is the start of football season. We'll be competing against TB12 and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So that'll be exciting. I'm sure most people want to watch us anyway. So we have that going on.
That's right.
And so that's all we got for the show. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. If you're watching on Coalition Radio Network, Pat Ford is coming up soon with a show. 10 o'clock. He's at the late show tonight. Holy crap. If you want to stay up and watch Pat, hopefully he stays up for the show. Anyway. So anyway, nice. We're gonna get out of here now. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Thanks everybody for the support, and looking forward to a great weekend of content and other things. So everyone have a great Thursday night.